Hello guys, you are welcome to this episode of So This Happened. This is where we highlight and review stories that made a buzz recently. My name is Margaret Osazuwa Efoge. Don't go anywhere. The common saying, he who believes he is above the law will one day find himself under its weight, isn't a myth, I tell you, contrary to what most people think. I said that to say this. Take a good look at this man, this former IRT boss, DCP Abba Kyari. Let me take you through a summary of all that has happened as regarding this man's case. Abba Kyari was suspended in July 2021 by the Police Service Commission based on the recommendation of the IGP after he was indicted by the United States authorities over his alleged involvement with a notorious fraudster, Ramon Olorunwa Abbas, popularly known as Hushpuppi. The Federal Bureau of Investigation had, according to a document by the United States District Court in California, alleged that Kyari received $20,600, approximately 8 million naira, from Hushpuppi, who was arrested for defrauding a Qatari business person of $1.1 million. Now, at this time, Kyari had come up with a lot of things to douse the claim of the police commission, including the fact that his only connection with Hushpuppi was when the fraudster saw some traditional attires on the social media page and contacted him that he liked them. These disturbing statements further caused Nigerians to really question his said integrity. Now, probing further, the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency declared the suspended Deputy Commissioner of Police Abba Kyari wanted over his alleged involvement in a cocaine deal. Now, a statement signed by the head of media and publicity of the NDLEA, Femi Babafemi, in Abuja, revealed that Kyari cornered 25 kilograms of cocaine seized by his team. He was even said to have contacted an officer of the agency about the deal, with which he promised to give him 10 kilograms of the drugs to be sold and shared with other operatives of the agency. Now, this of course caused Babafemi to tell the NDLEA that he believes strongly that DCP Kyari is a member of a drug cartel that operates the Brazil-Ethiopia-Nigeria illicit drug pipeline. Meanwhile, to the big news which has caused quite a stir on the internet, the FG finally approved the request by the United States for the extradition of suspended Deputy Commissioner of Police DCP Abba Kyari. Kyari is wanted to stand trial for conspiracy to committing wire fraud, money laundering and identity theft. We were still basking in the news when almost immediately the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency filed criminal charges against Abba Kyari and 6 others allegedly involved in a cocaine deal. Now, these 8 counts filed by the agency on Thursday comes after the Attorney General of the Federation, Abubakar Malami, approved the request by the US government to extradite Kyari. So you approved the request to extradite Abba Kyari, and the next thing, you file criminal charges against him. Doesn't this new charge mean he is going nowhere? Doesn't this threaten the extradition process? Anyway, I'm in for all the drama that is yet to unfold. Let me know what you think about this latest development in the comment section below. News of Russia and Ukraine should no longer be surprising to anyone, as Russia has since February 24th laid a military siege on Ukraine, one described as the largest military onslaught to have happened in Europe since the end of the Second World War. Reports have it that Russian President Vladimir Putin defied Western warnings to unleash a full-scale ground invasion and air assault on Ukraine that has claimed dozens of lives and displaced at least 100,000 persons. Now, a lot of things have happened since this war broke out, including many world leaders and international organizations condemning Russia's invasion of Ukraine. The good news now is that the President, Major General Muhammadu Buhari, retired, has approved $8.5 million for the immediate evacuation of about 5,000 Nigerians caught in the Russian-Ukraine war. In a even more better news, a MAX airplane conveying the first batch of Nigerians stranded in Ukraine touched down at the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport on Friday morning. Confirming the news was NIDCOM Chairman Abike Dabiri in a tweet via her official Twitter handle. She said, first batch of Nigerians from Ukraine arrived at Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport, Abuja, from Romania at 7:10 a.m. US President Joe Biden, who was against the war, announced tough new sanctions against Russia for beginning an invasion of Ukraine. And a lot of persons had begun to seek refuge in other countries, which brings me to Nigeria. So the federal government had said there could be no evacuation of Nigerians in Ukraine until the airports in the European country, which were under attack by Russia, were reopened, stating that it was too risky. Meanwhile, at this time, countries such as India, South Africa, among others, had announced the facilitation of the evacuation of their nationals from Ukraine to neighboring Poland by setting up offices at the Ukrainian-Polish borders. However, as the war continues and dozens of lives are lost, Ukrainians have continued to receive support from countries like Germany, UK, Spain, as many of them are really against this war. We can only hope that Putin puts an end to this war. I know this country is hard, but come on, do these people have to make it harder to live in every single day? How is it that in a country like Nigeria, we have to suffer a 3-week-long fuel scarcity? I can't possibly make sense of this. Minister of State for Petroleum Resources, Chief Timi Sylvia, what exactly is going on? A few weeks ago, you sympathized with Nigerians over the unforeseen hardship that this fuel scarcity had caused as a result of the unadulterated fuel and called for patience in finding a lasting solution to the problem. When Nigerians questioned the people in charge of inspections as regards petroleum, you said, and I quote, "It is not a time to trade blames as is customary in Nigeria. It is therefore not a time to query anyone, but a time to come together and salvage the plight of the average Nigerians. It has become so frustrating, to say the least. And to worsen it, some filling stations are now selling at ridiculous prices." How about now? To make matters worse, power supply seems to be at its lowest now, with most areas of the nation experiencing blackouts for days. Only in Nigeria do we have fuel scarcity, constant hike in transport fares, high cost of food, high cost of gas, no electricity, schools on strike again, constant traffic, insecurity, for God's sake. Are you sure the people leading this country are here with us? Like, are they here with us? What am I even saying? Our president constantly travels in the midst of the numerous crises. We can't even seem to catch a break. It's always from one thing to another. It is only in this country I know that we pray to God for basic things that are done by the government of other countries. Now, wow! We have come to the end of this episode on So This Happened. Please feel free to like, comment, subscribe on all of our social media platforms. My name is Margaret Osazuwa. Bye for now.